This video is a full tutorial of how to use the Cash App. So I'm going to show you guys everything you need to know. Cash App is especially popular because it's not only great for sending and receiving money quickly between friends, but it's also a great way to use your debit card. You have buying stocks and Bitcoin on here. You can transfer money easily to and from your bank, and you just have a lot of functionality that I'm going to go through in this video. Now, right off the bat, if you're interested in getting the Cash App, I have a link down below. It'll give you $5 free, so you guys can go and just follow that link to set up your account. The first thing you want to do, like I said, through that link, definitely make sure you download the app and create your own profile. It's going to ask for some information about yourself, your name and stuff like that. And I highly recommend giving it your real name, just because further on down the road, if you give it a fake name, you might end up with some headaches when you're trying to transfer money to or from your bank. Like, giving it your real name is usually a good move. Now, with that being said, you're going to end up on this screen right here. Now, this screen, I'm going to explain what we're dealing with here, but across the bottom, we have 5 different tabs. And starting off with the middle tab, the $sign, that's where it brings you by default when you open the app. This is actually how you send and request money with your friends. So if I just type in $20 and I say pay, it's going to ask who I want to pay it to. And there's going to be some suggested people with who I sent money to or received money from in the past. And then you can also go down and see all of your contacts. And from your contacts, you can, again, just tap on any one of them. You can add a little note there when you're sending them the money. And then you just hit send or you hit pay on the top. And the other thing to note is in the middle on the top, you can tap the little down arrow and choose where the money's coming from. So you can send it from your bank account, which I'll show you how to connect that in a second, or you could send it from your Cash App balance. So it's a really great way to send money, and like I said, it's very, very quick. So if I send money to, say, my brother, he will get it probably within a minute or two, and it's very easy to do. Now, if we hit the X, because I'm not actually doing this transaction, we could also tap on request instead of pay, and you're going to be faced with essentially the same screen here. And this is going to be how you can request money from somebody. So if you maybe pay the rent and you have a bunch of roommates and you charge them for rent, this is a great way to just type in like December rent and then request it from them, and then they'll be paying you through Cash App. Very easy to do, easy to keep track of everything, and it's something that I really like doing for, small utilities and still stuff like that. Now on the top left, you'll see we have kind of a little square. If we tap on that square, that is how we can scan a QR code. So that is how you'll pay each other if you want to just find somebody that's not in your contacts. It's an easy way to do that. So it will require camera access, obviously. So I'm gonna say yes. So you can scan, or if somebody else wants to pay you, you can go to my code on the bottom. So going to my code shows them your code so that they can scan this and they can pay you. So again, a very easy way to just pay people back and forth, especially if they're not in your contacts. So something really convenient about this app. Now, on the top right, we have our account. Now, in our account, there's a couple settings that you definitely want to keep an eye on. The first one, obviously in personal, that's going to be like your name and your info. I recommend, make sure that this is all correct. If you change your email or your phone number, you're going to want to update this in the app here. Now, once we go down to the second one, privacy and security, this is another really important one because you want to make sure that these are lined up with what you're looking for. So if you don't want people to be able to find you, you can turn off the find me at thing. You can also turn off the incoming requests if you don't want people to request money from you. Obviously, they can request it and you don't have to pay it, but if you don't want the request to even come in, you can do that right there. Or, of course, you could say, oh, requests are okay, but only from your contacts. And then on the top, I highly recommend you turn this on. You can create a PIN so that it is required that you have a PIN to sign into this. That way, if somebody ever knows your password of your phone or something like that, they're not going to get in here and do anything with your Cash App. Your money is safe because it's hidden behind another PIN. So something I highly recommend doing, and I'm actually going to do that right now. Now, once you do that and you head back to the My Profile page, again, you'll see a couple other things. Notifications, you can turn off notifications, push notifications, obviously showing up on your phone, text notifications, again, showing up on your phone, and then email notifications. I usually turn off all of those except for push notifications because otherwise you will get 3 notifications every time somebody pays you, and if you do a lot of transactions, it definitely gets annoying. So I'm going to hit X on the top left. And then the other 2 options here, the one is that you have the camera in the middle, so you can change your profile picture if you want to do that. Or you can go up to the top right, and that is going to be, again, your little cash tag, whatever they call that, so that people can scan this and pay you. So if I hit the X on this twice, we'll get back to this screen. Now, I want to talk about the other tabs on the bottom. Starting off all the way on the left side, we have the little picture of a building. You can kind of guess it's going to be a bank. So when you go to that, it shows you your cash balance right now. Right now I have $0 in my Cash App because I transferred all of it to my bank. So we could either add cash by tapping on the add cash button, and we can transfer, some set amount into there, 10 up to $100, or tap on the three dots and type in a custom amount. Now, I'm not going to do that right now. But we could also cash out. If you had money in here, you would tap on cash out, and it would essentially show you the same screen and ask you how much money you want to send to your bank. Below that, it shows you your bank account. So you can tap on that, and it's going to ask you if you want to order a cash card or close it. I'm not going to do that right now. Then below that, we have deposits and transfers. Deposits and transfers are going to be how you can, again, send money to or from your bank. We have Bitcoin below that. I'm not going to talk about Bitcoin just yet. And then lastly, we have linked accounts. So if you tap on linked accounts, it's going to allow you to add a new bank account. So that's going to be, again, how you transfer money in and out of the Cash App, unless you're just obviously paying friends with the app. So that's everything over on the left side. If we go to the next one, you can tell it kind of looks like a credit card. This one is actually a debit card, so you can get a free cash card. It's a debit card, and whenever you pay with it, it's going to take money from your Cash App balance, and it's going to pay for whatever you're trying to buy. And it's a really convenient way to not only pay for things, but as you see right here, there are a lot of benefits with this. So there's always some kind of $1 off a coffee shop, 10% off DoorDash, $1 off a Lyft ride. Like, there's a lot of different benefits they have here. And you can swipe through these and find any one that you want, and obviously use that discount when you're out shopping or buying food or anything you're doing. Going over, like I said, the middle one is going to be how you pay and request. The one after that, this is actually really interesting. This is buying Bitcoin or stocks. So two really impressive things you can do with this app. Obviously, Bitcoin is like through the roof right now. Maybe when you're watching this, it's even higher. Hopefully it is. Hopefully it's not like at zero. But regardless, Bitcoin's on quite the bull run, and you can buy Bitcoin right here if you want to, and you can also look at the graph for it. So one day, you can look at 1 week, you can look at 1 month, 1 year, and just really see the graph of how Bitcoin's performing. And if you like it, you can actually just go and say, buy some Bitcoin. So if we tap on buy Bitcoin, it's going to ask how much money I want to put in Bitcoin. Again, you can put anywhere from $1 to $100, or tap on the three dots and type in a custom amount. So I have no money in my Cash App balance right now, so it's not really relevant for me to do that. But if we go back here, the other thing you can do is go to the stocks tab. And within the stocks tab, you have a lot of different stocks you can buy. So you can, if you want to buy, say, like a Visa stock, you just tap on Visa right there, and it's going to show you a really similar interface. It's going to show you the stock price over 1 day, 1 week, a month, a year. The graph is not necessarily the best. If you tap and hold, it'll show you the value and the date. But otherwise, it's not the most descriptive graph. I would highly recommend doing your own research somewhere else before buying stocks on the Cash App. But regardless, it's very convenient that you can just buy stocks in the Cash App, the same place you're doing banking and debit card work and Bitcoin. Like, everything's in one place. It's one of the reasons we really like using the Cash App. Now, as you go down, it'll show you some more information, a little bit of news and stuff like that related to the stock you want to buy. And if you want to buy it, you just tap on buy, and you'll have that in your portfolio. Now, the very last thing I want to show you guys in this video is on the bottom right, the little clock. As you can guess that, this is your transaction history. So it's going to show you everything that all the money people sent to you or money that you sent to them. And if you tap on any one of them, it'll tell you a little bit about that. It'll tell you who sent it, how much it was, the date it was completed or not. And of course, we could also tap on the three dots and see like a receipt for that. And we could also tap on completed and it'll essentially show you the exact same thing. So that's how you'll be using the Cash App. Guys, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, consider liking and subscribing. Nate and I will be making a ton of videos just like this one on how to use all these different financial apps and so many different apps out there. So if you're interested in managing your money better, consider subscribing to this channel. And if you enjoyed this video, definitely leave a like below. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.